Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for an oldie but goodie. I appreciate everybody for sending their letters to me, okay? And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the letters that y'all sent to me. All right, the link will be down below for where you can get these cool glasses. They might be a bit dirty, okay? I'll clean them off after I'm done. Okay, let's go ahead and get through this. Your girl got stuff to do. All right, I got work to do. I gotta cook. Okay, sorry y'all. I've been drinking. Okay, Bondy, so this is a situation. I started dating someone about a month ago and the relationship became physical really fast. We found each other both physically and mentally connected through conversation. Oh girl, I haven't had to stumble yet. Yes, he fell for me quickly and asked that we be in a relationship. And then I speak too fast. A relationship. I have strong feelings as well, but fear that he fell so fast because of our physical relationship. So I asked that we try not having sex the same amount of time that we have to see if the relationship could be more than just that. Am I unfair for doing this? No. Okay, this is an easy one. No, I think whatever you feel that you should do is what you should do, and I don't think that's unfair. I also feel like you should absolutely do that. Like, that's what me and Lyric did. Me and Lyric already knew each other, and we already had a friendship, but I had a 3-month rule, okay? And it wasn't because of some book. It was just because I felt like that was a good enough amount of time for me to be around somebody before I actually had sex with them. And most of the time, y'all, everybody that I'm talking about, every man, okay? Every man that I've had sex with, I've known them for more than a year before I actually had sex with them. Funny, but very, very true. It's funny, okay? So at least 2 of them I grew up with. So by the time we had sex, I had already known them since we were children. And then my husband and the other guy, I worked with the other guy and I worked with him for like a year or 2 before we started messing around. And with my husband, we were friends for about 2 or 3 years before we actually started dating one another. Might have been even longer because I think we really met in 2007, and then we got together at the end of 2010. So it was like almost 4 years, like 3 years. So yeah. I'll wait, okay? And when me and Lyric got together, you know, something happened very quickly. Like, you know, once we had, you know, realized we were feeling each other all of a sudden. So I think maybe a week or 2 and we did something. And then I was like, okay, I want to wait. And then we waited 2 months. And, you know, and ever since then. But I'm one of those girls that feel like you gotta try to, you know, you gotta test drive that thing. I am not a fan of, you know, being with people or marrying people or anything like that without finding out what the situation is going to really be like. That's just my opinion on it. But I also feel like you definitely need to see if the relationship can stand without sex. Because I feel like when I was younger, things were so much about sex. Until you stop having sex with somebody, that's when you realize that you ain't really interested in them. I had a guy that I was messing with, and it was like I kind of just wanted him for the D. I knew him for a long time, but I just wanted him for the D. I mean, it was fun, but like, I just wanted him for the D. And when he didn't want to give me the D no more, then like, then you have, you know, no more value for me. Okay? I mean, that's where I was at that point in my life. So yeah, girl, no, I don't feel like you're being unfair. You should do that. And if he can't deal with it, then that just means that he's not deserving. That means he hasn't fallen as hard as he thought he had. Okay? So yeah, girl, go ahead and do that thing. And even if it only is 2 months and you slip and fall, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, you should definitely still try to make him wait. And on to the next one. Hey, Bondy, I've been with my dude for almost 4 years. And when my father first met him, off top, he said, get rid of him. He ain't no good. Of course, I ignored him. Now here we are. He has 4 kids, but we don't have any together. I laugh because it's like your people be telling you the truth and you don't be wanting to listen. At first, I didn't want any. I'm assuming she means children, but that changed after interacting with his children all of the time. We started trying, but nothing ever happened. I stepped out and just got confirmation that I'm pregnant. I haven't told him yet, so my question is to tell or not to tell. Should I tell him about the affair or just let him believe we finally gotten our child we wanted? you asking me whether you should lie or not. That's what you asking me. No. I'm gonna tell you no, because you said that like is he no good or not? But did you not know he had 4 kids? Look, I don't know what's going on, okay? Because sometimes your people be wrong. Sometimes your people absolutely be wrong, but sometimes they be right, okay? But look, that's neither here nor there. You mentioned it in the letter, but obviously that's not the problem. The problem is you cheated on him. Okay, you the problem. Okay, you cheated on him, and now you're pregnant. And you're asking me if you should paternity court this shit and just pretend like he could still be no, don't do that. That's trash. That is trash if you let him believe that's his kid if it's not. Be honest. If that man wants to continue to be with you, then great. If he the pappy, then he still got to take care of that child and pay child support. And if y'all not going to be together, that just means y'all wasn't meant to be together, baby. That means you got to find you another man, baby, and maybe don't cheat on him, okay? But I'm just saying, sis, like, no, I'm not about to tell you that that's the move to make. Like, that's not going to be an issue. Okay, think down the line. Let's think 15, 17, maybe even 20 years in the future, because there'll still be a paternity court. Please believe me, okay? Think about then and when your child, or there are whisperings, because there are always whisperings, okay? You mailing a letter to me, that means somebody else in your family or your friends or your neighborhood or your circle probably already know about this situation. Somebody gonna whisper to somebody, okay? And either that man gonna feel like there's something to be, questioned, or eventually your kid gonna feel like there's something to be questioned. Either way, it is never good for you to have a lie that big in your relationship. So no, tell him the truth and suffer the consequences. You'll be all right. Everybody act like they not gonna be able to handle it if somebody leave them or if they get upset at them. But at the end of the day, you made your bed, not lie in it, and tell a man the truth, okay? And obviously you're going to have to get a paternity test. Okay? Get the damn paternity test, sis. Okay. You want me to give you the good advice? The good advice that you really probably want? I'm going to give you the advice that you wanted. That's the advice you need, but I'm going to give you the advice you want. Get the paternity test secretly. And then find out if he is the daddy or not. And if he's not the daddy, tell him the truth. If he's the daddy, keep the shit to yourself. There you go. Let's move on. Next letter. My man is ready and wanting to get married, but I'm still waiting on my parents to come around. Last time my man went to my hometown, called my dad up to come visit, and he cursed him out. My mom talks to him all the time, but she insists to me that he needs to convert before we can marry. Should I just say fuck everybody and get married, or should I give them time? Sorry, this is a whole book. This is actually not a book, and I am missing so much information. Okay, like what are we converting to? Why don't your parents like him? Why did your daddy cuss him out? You know what I'm saying? Are there other factors in the relationship? Like, is he a good dude? Does he treat you well? Are y'all really in love? Do y'all really know each other? There are a whole bunch of things that are not in this letter as to whether you should get married to somebody or not. But I do not believe your family's feelings should really be, a part of the equation like that. Like, I just don't. I feel like if you're at the point of wanting to marry somebody, sometimes daddies just don't like these niggas. Like, it's just the way it is. Sometimes daddies don't like these niggas, and that's just the way it is. But you say your mama talks to him all the time, so your mama must like him. But she said he need to convert to Islam. What? Like, I don't know, because y'all, I feel like being equally yoked is important. There are always exceptions to the rule, but are you that exception? Ask yourself that question. Can you be in a relationship with y'all having 2 different religions? Is that, because I'm assuming that's what you mean, because you didn't give a lot of information. It wasn't really a book. You should see what some people send me, okay? But I'm gonna say that if you really love somebody and you really want to be with them and you know that they're down for you for real and you down for them for real, I don't think your parents' opinion should have anything to do with whether y'all get married or not. It's always nice to have the blessing, especially if you want your father to walk you down the aisle, but I don't think you should wait because of how they feel. Maybe you should wait because you're not sure yet. Maybe you should wait because y'all don't have the money to get married the way you would like to. Whatever the reason may be, ask yourself if you want to wait because of your parents, or is there another reason why you want to wait? Okay? Ask yourself that. Because sometimes we act like it's about, oh, my daddy not comfortable, I want to wait. But really it's something within ourselves that's not ready. Maybe we really don't feel like they the one, but they asked. And sometimes women feel pressure to hurry up and get married to the first person that asked them, even if that's not really what they want. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that, sis. That's all I can tell you right now. Let's move on to the next letter. Hi, Bondi. First, I want you to know that I truly love your YouTube channel and I look forward to your videos all the time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so my friend of almost 20 years stopped being my friend on my birthday, January 25th. And I haven't really talked to him since. From what I remember, there were a lot of drinks involved. I did get a little flirty with him a few times, and I'm assuming he didn't like it. But I didn't think that would warrant him not talking to me for 8 months. And I say 8 months because I did reach out to him to see what was going on. And all he said was I was tripping on my birthday. To give our friendship more context, I have liked him since we were children, and he never seen it for me in that way, however. He did take my virginity when I was 18 on a drunken night, but he don't see it for you? Okay. I really don't want to bring this situation into 2020, but I do feel like he owes me some sort of closure or something, right? Please help. I hope I gave enough information. P.S. We're both 27 years old. I forgot to add age. Okay. First of all, like, what you mean he don't see it for you? Like, I'm sorry, but secretly most of the females' male best friends are in love with them. Like secretly, most of the time you niggas really do be in love with your friends, okay? But either way, I feel as if you want to reach out and try to have a conversation like an adult with him and he doesn't want to have that conversation with you, then you need to just let it go. Like, as we get older, we start to realize that some of these friendships that we had when we were young are just not for the next season of our lives. And that's just what it is. There's no need to force it. There's no need to feel as if maybe you should have done something different. You should have, reached out more. Maybe if you had said this, what did I do then? At the end of the day, if somebody will have one night make them not want to be friends with you anymore after 20 years of friendship, then you probably don't need to be bothered with them anyway. But I do understand your curiosity that maybe, it might be something deeper. So I would suggest reaching out and trying to have a conversation one more time. And I do mean one more time. And if that person is not receptive, if they don't reply, if they don't want to have that conversation, then there is nothing else to say and the friendship is dead and you should let it be exactly where it is. All right. That's my advice. We don't need to go on and on about it. Okay. Somebody wrote me 2 emails. Let's go ahead and see why. Okay, please don't use my name. I won't. So, I am a 30-something married female who is blessed and highly favored. Hallelujah. Early this year, my sister and I found out that my irresponsible 30-year-old cousin, who was scheduled to serve time later in the year, was pregnant. Around this time, my husband was pursuing alternate options to have a baby. I have no kids, and my husband has 2 older kids. So I'm thinking to myself, I should ask her to adopt her baby since she don't want it. I know she doesn't want it because she was still drinking and smoking everything in sight 5 months into the pregnancy. Needless to say, she was happy I offered because she didn't know what she was gonna do. Her words, not mine. After that, we talked to her mom, who didn't even know she was pregnant. Everybody was on board, so I started preparing by retaining a lawyer, getting my leave from work together, and buying what the baby needed. In her last month, I was taking her back and forth to the doctor and getting my house together. The day came to give birth, and I was there. I was feeding and changing the baby day and night. On the last night, my cousin was in the hospital. Her mom, my aunt, insisted on staying in the hospital instead of myself. I thought it was strange, but my sister advised me to play nice until I get the baby. Well, getting the baby never came because the next day my cousin called me and told me she couldn't do it. Mind you, all this time she was buying stuff for the baby, giving it to me. I was hysterical. I feel like my aunt had her hands all over this, which she said she didn't through text. But besides that, I have no desire to talk to these people. I understand wanting to be with your baby, but how about having a conversation with the person who had good intentions instead of humiliating me the day of? I just don't know how to move on from this situation. I don't know how to forgive. Let me also say that I mentioned earlier that I was pursuing alternative methods to pregnancy, IVF. I had all the medication to get started. When I thought I would adopt, I sold all the medication, but not even half of what I paid. I feel like I've lost and they gained. Let me add that once she told me she couldn't give up the baby, she asked me for all the stuff back she bought. No consideration for my feelings. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Lord. Ooh, okay. So I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I understand your pain. I understand your anger. I even understand you not wanting to talk to them. And I feel like you should give yourself the time and space that you need to get over it. And if that means that you're not talking to them for a long time, then I feel like you're entitled to do that. I just feel like it shouldn't be forever, because I feel like you shouldn't hold on to any anger, because I think that you have to take into consideration that people really have a hard time doing that once they have the baby. Most women have a hard time giving up the child, even if they've signed papers and agreed to it. But your little cousin was having her baby and giving it to you. You were not paying a surrogate. You were not taking a baby from somebody you don't know. But this is somebody in your family. So I feel like you should have probably, had her have that baby and all of that before you actually started getting yourself ready. And I know that's so hard for me to say, but I also feel like you gotta know how hard it is for people to give up them babies once they have them and they in their arms and they looking at them and all of that. And I'm sure her mom just told her that if you want to have this baby, I'll help you. Because at the end of the day, she probably was feeling like she didn't want to do it. And her mom just probably made her feel more comfortable to make the decision that she wanted to make. Ultimately, if she did purchase things for the baby, just give her the stuff back. What you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? And plus, it has all of those negative memories, onto it. Whenever you do get the blessing, and I really pray and hope that you will. I hope that you have the finances to go back through IVF, or even think about adopting. Whatever God has in store for you, I really think you should hold on to. It will happen for you in one way or another. I really hope that you can hold on to it'll be okay. And that, like you said, you are blessed and highly favored. So hold on to your faith a little harder, because I do recognize how terribly hard that is. And I can't even tell you exactly what to do specifically to get past it. But I will tell you, take the time to feel how you feel. Feel those feelings, journal, write them down, like deal with those feelings. And then when you feel ready, let them go and don't hold on to them. You don't want all of that resentment and fear wrapped around you like that, because you need to be free and clear for whatever God is going to bless you with. This wasn't it. That's all that means, is that even though this is what you wanted, this ain't what God wanted for you. And I know people don't like when you throw God on it like that, but the way my life has turned out, I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to say it. When I think about my life and I think about the times that I have worried and been scared and stressed myself out over something, all for God to have me at the end and for it to work out the way it was supposed to anyway, I have to remind myself all the time that at the end of the day, don't stress, don't worry. He has carried you thus far. He will continue to carry you. And even if you fall, you will be able to get back up and you will be able to recover, because that is what this life is, and that is what we have to do, and that is what we always and will do. You will rise to the occasion and you're going to be all right. But I think it's important for you to heal. You know, try to go get you some therapy sessions and talk to somebody about it that can understand and help you feel supported in your emotions, because sometimes our family and friends don't know how to be that for us. We go to them and try to talk to them or lean on their shoulder, and they don't exactly know how to support us in the way that we need to be supported. So I would definitely suggest you go and get some therapy. I would suggest you doing things that comfort and take care of you. I would also say that if you bought anything for that baby, sell it and get your money back. Okay? If she bought it, give it back to her. But if you bought it with your money, please go sell that shit on eBay or matter of fact, I would even tell her, I'm going to give you the stuff that you paid for back, but if you want any of the shit that I bought, I'm going to need you to buy it from me, okay? Because I lost a lot of money and I need that money back. You want your baby, that's fine. I need some of my ducats in return, okay? So that's what I would go return that shit, girl. Do what you got to do, but try to get the money back that you spent, all right? But all of that stuff that she paid for, get that stuff to that girl for her baby and wish her all the best, because she going to need it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, try not to hold on to that with anger in your heart, because I feel like it's only going to put stress on your body. It's only going to put stress on you. And now you need to focus on, okay, this didn't work out. So now I need to get myself together, recover, and then move on to what needs to happen next, okay? For you to get what you want, which is your baby. However that might be, you getting back on the IVF medication, you looking to see if y'all can adopt, whatever it may be. You know, go find out, you know, the other Dr. Jackies of the world that can put you in contact with a surrogate. Like, who knows? But you need to now look at what are the next steps for me now that this is no longer an option. You need to think about it like, you know, just think about it like the strategic way. Okay, so this didn't work out. So now I need to work on that. But please don't forget to work on yourself and your own spirit, because I imagine that this can be so hurtful and frustrating. And with it being inside of your family, it's not as easy as I would never have to see this person again. You know what I'm saying? So take your time, girl. Take your time. Feel your emotions. Go through your emotions. Don't try to hide from them. Don't try to leap over them. And don't try to go under them. Girl, go through these emotions. Feel this pain. Feel this anger. Journal. Therapy. Do what's best for your body and for you. Okay? And, you know, remind yourself of the good things that you have in your life, like your husband. Okay? Like, cover yourself in that love, girl. Cover yourself in that love, because at the end of the day, you have to remember, you know, cousin may have the baby, but she probably don't have the man. Okay, she probably don't have the support system. She probably don't have the ends either, which is why she probably needed her mama for the support. Okay, so you focus on the blessings that you have and put your energy and your strength in those things until you can get to where you need to be to move on to the next step. Okay, I send all my prayers to you, baby. I'm so sorry. That's some terrible shit. Okay, advice on how to grow a YouTube channel. YouTube is so different now than when I first started, but I would have to say consistency. I would have to definitely say consistency. Watch other people's videos. Y'all watch my videos. Y'all watch Roxanne, Ashley, you know, Alex, Funky Not Evil. You watch our videos and you see how this is supposed to be done. As far as commentary or whatever you may want to do, whatever type of videos you want to do your research and watch and see what works for other people, and try to adapt certain things as far as editing or software. A lot of us have Macs. A lot of us use Final Cut Pro or iMovie and things of that nature to edit and make our videos look nice. These days, if you have a good enough cell phone, you can get good video on a cell phone, okay? The first thing you need to do is just to start making content, because it's all about consistency. The thing that I believe has carried me is my consistency. I may not have had the most followers, but I had real followers. I had true blue followers. Anybody that ever thought I bought or paid for a follower got me up. Like never have I don't think I don't waste money like that. Like I don't, that doesn't equal to money to me in order for me to spend like that. I'll spend on advertising myself and making sure that YouTube puts my shit on their home pages and make sure they do ads for me and stuff like that. I'll definitely do that every now and again to push my channel, because you have to put money into yourself. You definitely, like, we pay for things. Like, this is, people think we just get up here, make this content, and it's, we just making money hand over fist, and it's not like that. I have a lot of the time put more money into what I was doing than what I was getting at first. This just became so successful for me financially. This was not always like this. This was something that I love to do. So I put my time and my effort and my money into it for a long time before I got to this place. And it's very scary because there are so many changes all the time and you never know what can happen. YouTube can delete your channel tomorrow and you don't even know why. Okay? So I would just say be very realistic when you get on here, because there's everybody doing what we're doing. It has to be something about you that people gravitate to. So remember to let your personality shine through. But also remember who you are marketing yourself to. And also you need to think about the things that you say. I know it seems like we just get up here and say any old thing about our mouth, but there's a lot of editing that goes into putting videos on YouTube so that we can get this money. It takes a longer time to make the money than it used to. So I just want y'all to be clear on y'all expectations when you want to have a YouTube channel. Be smart about it. It is a business, okay? And also be consistent and try to be creative. Try to do something different. Try different things. But ultimately, make the content. That's the best advice that I can give y'all. All right? Okay, this is the last one. Hey Bondi, first of all, let me say that I love your videos. I watch every day while I'm at work, and I appreciate your opinions and way of thinking. Thank you, girl. Okay, I'm assuming. So I'm 34 and just ended a relationship that was toxic and, to be honest, abusive. Like, I knew if he got mad enough, he had it in him to be physical. We were together for a few years, no kids. My kids are older teens, and I wasn't looking to have any more. I need to get back on track after this relationship. Mentally, I know that I don't want to go back to the situation, but I miss my friend. He was my only friend after years of him being the only person that I hung out with. I have no idea how to make friends at this point. I don't have any hobbies that don't include kid-friendly activities like the zoo and their sports. I need to do something just for myself. How and where do I start? I really just need a pep talk to slap myself into sense. Okay, slap some sense to myself. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm a very boring person outside YouTube, like mostly, but I will say social media is your best friend, okay? Especially Facebook when it comes to things that are going on in your area. I don't know what your finances are like, but if you got enough disposable income, traveling is your best friend, homegirl, okay? But you got kids. So I believe that you probably should look for, things on Facebook geared towards single moms. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff out here that you can do, that you can get into. Personally, I love a good podcast. I love, I'm a murder mystery girl. Like, I love all of that stuff. I love, like, I've been watching The Mentalist like crazy. I read a lot. I read books. I listen to audio books. I try to keep myself mentally busy, and I'm also somebody who loves television. So I could just sit in front of a TV all day if I really had to. I really could. It's my favorite thing to do. So for me, there's no such thing as really being bored. But I understand you need to get out of, you're getting out of a relationship. Like, I'm in one. So that's why I can be in my house like this all the time. I imagine if I didn't have somebody here with me a lot of the time, I would be lonely, okay? So what I will say is, get on social media, get on Facebook, find groups, search groups geared towards single moms or geared towards, single people. Look for things in your area to do. Also read some stuff, girl. Read. Find you something that you're really interested in, that you would like to read about, and start looking for books and get you a book club popping, girl. Everybody love a good book club out here. Okay, good reads will get you all the way together just to keep your mind busy. But you know, do stuff that you like to do. Like go to the spa or something like that. Go to trap karaoke if it comes to your area. You know what I'm saying? Go out with, you don't have no girlfriends, you don't have no family members, nobody that you can hang around with. Make friends with the other parents of the kids and stuff like that. Go to their sporting events and all of that and get cool with some of them moms, girl. Okay? But get yourself out there. But ultimately, people are gonna come into your life organically, and there is no need to actually force it. But in the meantime, in between time, you need to be doing things that make you happy. And I think the best thing for you to do is to make a list. Make a list of the 10 top things that make you happy. You know, things that you can do that make you happy. Not just your kids or, something that you can't go and do. Like, if it's taking a bubble bath, reading a book, you know what I'm saying? Drinking some nice wine, going out to the restaurant, even if you're going to sit at the table by yourself, sis, okay? Some good food, don't care who's sitting at the table, okay? So I think you should make a list of things that you want to do, and then you should work on checking those things off the list, okay? Like I said, do your research of what's going on in your area. Pay attention to the people that are at these games and stuff like that. You never know who you could be cool with. And it's as simple as, oh, hey, how you doing? Okay, I'm such and such's mom. Yeah, okay. All right, child, I'm just trying to see what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Just casual conversation can get you to being cool with somebody enough to where, you go somewhere with them, they introduce you to more people. But ultimately, do not feel that you need to push or force making friends, because I feel like these things just kind of happen organically most of the time, at least in my experience. But yeah, just work on yourself and things that you like to do to make you happy. And I definitely don't think that you should try to go back to being a friend to your ex, because there hasn't been enough time and space for you to clear out the relationship, let alone dealing with y'all trying to have a friendship under the new rules of not being in a relationship. So I think you need time away from him. I think you need time outside of that relationship so that you can get yourself together. And if you want to be friends down the line and that's feasible for the both of you, then that's fine. But I don't think that you should try to be friends so soon after a breakup. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, girl, make you a list, read you some books, drink you some wine, go to the spa, go get your feet and your nails done, girl. Make yourself look good. See who having a white party on the first of the month, girl. You just gotta look and see what's out there. Definitely get your ass on Facebook and on Instagram and try to follow local people around you, because people post stuff all the time. It's just if you don't follow them, then you don't know, okay? So start to follow hashtags on Instagram. Whatever your city is, put that hashtag in on Instagram and follow the hashtag from your city. So anything social, living social, and all of that, put your hashtag that and start following that stuff. So when things happen, you'll know, and maybe you at least have one other person, or maybe just go by yourself and have a drink and look good, girl. People will come up to you. Okay? But definitely I would be probably more so focused on, when you go to your kids' functions, the parents, because y'all already have that in common and y'all can work from there. But if not, don't rush yourself into these things, but definitely, lean on social media, girl. All right then. That's my advice. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I did get more letters, so I will be replying to those letters next week in the MF'N Advice. And I'll see y'all then. All right. Peace out.